Hello, what is up everyone, it's Ollie here, playing on my Smurf account. It's late at night so I'm being a little bit quiet, but I suppose that makes a change for the normal loudness of my voice. So we're going to be going into this game here playing what seems to be they have a global team comp, it's pretty dirty, they can 5-person gank bot. It's not going to be nice for us this game if I don't make correct plays. However, that's what I intend to do. I am playing Lee Sin jungle. So what I do actually realise is that Rammus is of course going to start red because I've pressured red, and that's really important to start this game off. If Rammus didn't start red, then this game could have gone completely differently, as I wouldn't have had the opportunity to make the plays that I did. And you're going to see kind of the intensity of this plays. Now I am duo with my top laner, Black Potato. I don't know him in real life, I just decided to duo with him. I met him on my Smurf and I told him go ward their red, because Rammus had already used his red trinket as well. So I knew from here that he was going to do this, and I do manage to steal it. And that's really important because I get his red buff. They don't manage to kill me, I don't even have to burn a summoner, so I can be completely confident in whatever I want to do. Now, because it's a Rammus, I do want to hit level 2. He's going to have his defense curl if I don't, so he's going to be a lot stronger than me in there. So I do pop a couple of health potions actually here, I get a bit low. And then I make the decision to go to his blue, knowing that probably he won't be able to contest it because he'll still be level 1. So I do get it on time before he even gets there, and that's really important. I see him now, and of course he tries fighting me, but there's not much he can do. Zed does the right thing of pinging me away because I was going to go a bit ham there. So I have all 4 buffs, which is ridiculously strong on Lee Sin because I'm going to get my blue now. And it's going to give me a really strong start. I am a bit low on sustain, and I haven't ganked anywhere, which is kind of disappointing. But when you look at it, I mean, you can't really gank anywhere after getting 4 buffs. I'm level 4 from it, I'm really far ahead. And then I see the opportunity to gank top. Jax and Shen are fighting, and this was a risky play here, so I'm going to slow this down a tiny bit. You're going to kind of see what I mean. There's a huge minion wave, and that's something I have to be very careful of. I don't have smite up for the sustain, but I land the Q on him so he can't return too much damage and he dies. I'm level 5, 4 minutes in. So I do push out the wave a tiny bit. I mean, I wanted the cannon creep. I think I got it. I assume I smited it. So I go for a early sight stone. It's going to give me a lot of mobility, a longsword, and I keep them shipping. Now what's really important here to note is the fact that, of course, I'm using the sight stone to my full advantage. I am placing wards down where they need to be, and also I am just trying to gank lane. So I forced TF's gank with that ward jump, TF's gank, TF's flash, and this was really poor of me here. So what I should have done is backed away. There are 3 of them there, but I land that and Shen hit level 6. So that's unfortunately a free kill for Shen. That puts Jax in a kind of terrible position, but I mean overall it's not terrible. It's Shen, like what's the most he can do? Gank somewhere else? He doesn't really impact the game at all. So it also gave Jackson free time farming, which he needed a bit to catch up. Of course he's 2 kills behind, but I know Rammus for a fact is going to be doing, or he's going to be at least going towards his red buff, because that's what he should be doing. Secure them. I'm a bit late. Oh no, I'm actually on time. But I did get the time to clear, so I've seen it's up. And so he actually goes here and walks off. As soon as I see him walk off, I call Zed up because it's very important Zed actually comes to help. And he actually has no choice but to just watch me do his red because he's not getting the team support that he needs. So I get taunted over the wall, but it's nothing, it's too late, and I'm telling Zed at this point, I've got the blue timer, let's make sure we get the blue buff. So Zed pushes up the lane correctly. Of course Twisted Fate having trouble with Zed because I did force his flash. He's behind in CS, Zed is up a kill as well, and he hasn't got his kind of items that he would want. So we go straight across here. Rammus just has nothing to do. He tried helping out the bot and getting from it, so I give the blue buff to Zed, and we attempt to gank bot. Now Zed has ultimate, it is 2v4, but then of course Twisted Fate ganks and I can kill. But although all of this has happened, and it kind of was our bad, we also have to look at what our team could have done there. We shouldn't have fought while Jax was back, because that was a terrible idea. Also, we did know Rammus was there, which meant Leona could have in fact ulted because she was level 6. But she's playing actually quite careful because it's her promos, but in all fairness, aggressive wins games, and that's very important to remember when you're playing Lee Sin. But unfortunately, TF does pick up a kill here. I'm not sure if I go straight back bot. No, I just ignore the fact that TF got a kill, and don't try recovering anything when I don't need to. My main objective this game is to shut down Rammus. Now, Jax obviously scales up better. Zed can one-shot the AD carry or AP carry. He's behind, well, he's not actually behind anymore. He's actually quite far ahead. But that looked like an early game throw, and it's important to note that while this is happening, Rammus is still so far behind. Even though the farm doesn't show it, he's been farming all those small camps, not really getting much. I've had all 4 of the buffs so far. All 4 of his buffs, I should say. I go top, ward jump, get a kill. It's simple mechanics there. Ward jump behind them. So at this point I'm trying to pressure mid. I see obviously Zed wants to pressure him. We see Rammus there, so I'm just like, well, we can still go. Like, it's 2v2, Rammus is behind. So because of that, Rammus doesn't have his items. Now, the enemy's red's coming up soon, and it's very important I get there as quickly as possible. So I think I'm going to buy Mobile Boots here straight up. Yeah, I need to get there as fast as possible. Second longsword and a pink ward. Now, you should in fact see me walking straight up there. Oh no, I actually go for a dragon still here, and it's very important to try these. A nice technique I like to use is ward over, ward back behind. Go in, smite, and then jump straight back over it. You don't need to waste the time with the extra ward because you've already placed it. So with that extra gold, Rammus is on tilt. He hasn't died yet, but he's on tilt. This is the thing you need to remember because, well, while we've been doing all of this, I've been counter jungling him, pressuring him, not giving him the opportunity to do what Rammus does best, and that is taunt people and get the ganks on. So that's basically all there is to playing Lee Sin against Rammus. It's pressure his jungle when he's weak, because Rammus scales up, and you can't fight Rammus to 1v1 late game. Like, he has so much, well, he has so much, like, not better sustain, but just better all-round tankiness that late game Lee Sin just cannot fight in 1v1. But he has an early disadvantage. Like, he gets a lot of armor, but your E breaks through that because obviously it's not, it's magic damage. It's not actual attack damage, and on top of that he's just very strong in general. So still, we have 6 out of 6 buffs secured this game, and I've told the team to go in. I think I might die here, but the thing is the team wants to play safe because it's their promos, but they're not playing how I need to play. So I die again. KDA really isn't affecting if I Lee Sin. It's utility. The team thinks I'm not doing that great, and it doesn't look like it. I mean, I'm 2-3-0. I haven't got an assist, so literally I've done everything I've done has been towards myself. But what they're not seeing is the fact that Rammus hasn't had a single buff and is completely behind. So we're actually gonna backwards that just a tiny bit, and we're gonna look at this in a little bit more slow motion. So what I'm seeing here is Shen has flashed out. Now, I know I can flash Q at max range, and it hits. So at this point, I fly in, ward jump behind the second it hits, and kick. That gives Jax enough time to kill him with Ignite and everything, and to get out of that. It's really important to try those mechanical plays, because if it works out like that, Shen's completely shut down, we get pressure on top and mid because of it. At this point, Tristana jumps over for no reason, and Leon lands a nice, she gets insta-kill, and then Fresh jumps over as well, so we kill Fresh. Actually, I think we kill Rammus, because Fresh back up. But it's kind of showing how weak Rammus still is. He doesn't have any HP backing up his HP item. And there are some assists to add to the bag. 2-3-3, like I said, KDA really isn't an important factor on Lee Sin. However, what you'll find is the kind of plays you're making and how aggressive you are. You need to manage your aggression almost perfectly when you're playing Lee Sin if you want to play him in the Diamond Elo. Now, in lower Elo, it is possible to basically build full AD elite and win. However, you will get insta-kill, because if Shen lands a taunt or TF lands a stun, you will die because you have no defenses. However, what I can show you is a more tanky playstyle elite, because this is what you need to be able to play. It's the ability to still deal damage, but not just by yourself. In lower elo, you have to rely on yourself to kind of carry the game, whereas this, how I'm playing right now, is I am carrying the game, just not in the way of a Call of Duty game in which I am getting every single kill ever. It's more play around what team you have. Your team has a very strong overall kind of strength. I play, obviously Jack scales up really well, so it's always nice to sit top for a bit and make sure he gets ahead. And now I know he is ahead, I don't need to go top anymore. Zed first to Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate has Zhonya's now, so it's actually very hard to gank him. But Rammus is by far still the easiest person to shut down. It shows I'm level 11, he's level 9. I've got another one of his buffs. I left the red buff up that time, which is kind of disappointing. Now, I had to go back and actually reset that myself. What are those for? 5 backspace, that's my bad. At this point, I'm going to go over to his blue again. I kick Fresh straight over, get the kill on that with red buff. So once again, it actually looks like I was the one kind of doing shit. But Corby gets blue that time, I let him have it, and I just said back up, do dragon. I'm going to have to find out for it. So I'm going to go mid. Obviously you always want to attack Serena then lane. As you can see, my items aren't actually that good. I'm 20 minutes in, but I cleared this for one. Place a ward down. It's always good to use your wards. I always recommend keeping 2 charges on your sightstone for your ward jumping, and the other ones actually put down because they're so useful to put them down. So Leona go for a kind of fight on the Shen. Can't really do much there, so I'm just kind of walking around, summing up what I can do best. Now, obviously, TF's there, and we're going to backspace that for a second. And so you can see here, what can I actually do here? I have a ward behind Twisted Fate already, and he sidesteps back in front of it. So that's a free ward jump if I want it. However, he jumps there, so I do just place another one behind, Draven style. Kick him straight into Zed, and that's perfect because Zed then doesn't need to use a gap closer. And that means if TF does flash, which he doesn't have it up, but we weren't 100% sure of that, then you don't have to deal with the fact TF is flash. So he's on yours, it's always if it's on yours to be fair. And that's pretty good. So Rammus gets Shen altered as well, so he's pretty much useless now. So we're going to speed it up, I'm going to take blue, I've taken it myself, energy regen, really nice. Cooldown reduction, pretty nice as well. Go back, get a Sunfire. Sunfire is a core item in my opinion on Lee Sin. Some people don't like it, but I like to be in the fight for as long as possible, burning people. And it's a good source of kind of magic damage as well as normal damage. And also, of course, take a lot less damage. Now, I'm looking for an opportunity to kick here. I'm really just trying to bait them in, and as soon as I see Tristan there, I kind of just like, yeah, we can do this. So, the team fight's actually a bit messy right now. You can't actually see too much of it, but we kill Twisted Fate, he doesn't have Sonya's, and Jax of course gets low. So now I'm looking at the possibilities of what we can do. So we're going to slow it right down here so you can see the entire team fight. Corky's currently DPSing, and we have to block him, so now Corky has no chance to get forced. However, Leona does get hooked, so we have to turn and fight this. Zed is over the wall, Corky heals. So now I'm looking at the perfect opportunity, and as you can actually see up here, Tristan is sat up there. And I can see her in the corner of my eye, and the best thing to do at this point, and she's going to kill us, is to simply kill her. So that's exactly what I do. Land the kick. I think I actually flash here as well. Oops. I flash, and oh no, I actually get the kill, and then I manage to shield out as well. So this entire game, as you know, we've actually secured every single double buff of theirs, like every single one, even the starting 2, and that is core to winning this game. Rammus had absolutely no impact in this game, whether it looks like the 4 assists, like everyone can get assists in team fights, like someone is going to die in team fights. But I'm just making sure I'm securing literally every single one of these. Jack's got that red there. And it's just really just making sure that... oh no, I secured this red. It's just making sure that you're going to get the races. So of course Zed, TF ults top, Jax dies, I just wall jump out of there. You don't want to do that. I noticed that I left the blue up, get the timer on that. It's very important, like I said, to get the timers. Especially when you're shutting down the Rammus. Rammus has Sunfire. Now my Sunfire is still going to be DPSing on him like a motherfucker. Long as he start with Drake, get Corky's help. I lose a bit of HP here. It's okay, I'm Lee Sin. I almost have my Banshees. I'm basically going for playmaking lead here. It's very important when you go for this build to get banshees because you take a lot less damage. Also, it's almost impossible to be shut down. So I don't want to engage here. I'm a tank, I'm not God. As I said, like, Lee Sin by himself really isn't that useful, especially against Tristana, so I'm just sat here waiting. Jax is doing his own thing up there, and I'm like, well, we can probably collapse somehow, I'm not too sure. So I said we can collapse. I do manage to catch up. Yeah, I kind of mess up here, so I have to flash the Taunt. Yeah, it's kind of obvious he was going to do that. I don't know why he didn't taunt over the wall. But yeah, so that puts me in a meh position. So at this point, once again, TF's ulting, we're telling Squawky, we need to stop getting caught out. This game isn't in the bag. We are 9k ahead. With a global team comp like this, they can just keep picking off people if we solo. I've told Jax he needs to stop soloing top. There's no point in being solo top anymore. Like, we're too far ahead to be soloing, so I can take a bit of damage, obviously. We're controlling the buffs still. It's very important, like I said, the entire game. Control the buffs. If anything, this is a meme you should take away from this. So I kick Shen into our team as a free kill. Should have been a free kill, I should say. He got away, but I'm like, no, we don't need to chase. We can Baron, Shen went back. Corki came across. So then we jump over, that was free. Obviously I haven't missed a smite this game. So we get Fresh as well, because he's going to ward, no one's supporting him. I get the Spirit Visage, not Spirit Visage, Banshee's Veil. Banshee's Veil is very important when you're playing Lee. Like, don't ever get fucking Spirit Visage. What the fuck is wrong with you? So we got Baron here. I'm just like, we need to siege bot, one team fight and we won. We're that far ahead now. We just don't want to get caught. So difficulty blue, that gives us great siege potential. Unfortunately, he's taking a lot of damage for no reason. But I'm going to slow this right down here because you need to see the entire picture. I think it's the next kick actually going on here. So what we're looking at here, Jax isn't here yet, we need to push up. So we're going to speed it up a bit. So actually, look, I land the Q on the Fresh, and this is really cool because he had no idea I was going to do this. I flew in, Tristana not reacting yet because she thought I was going to get Fresh. Ward jump behind and kick Tristana straight into the team. Now what does that do for us? Well, I am taking distraction of TF, Fresh, Rammus and Shen until Tristana jumps out. She gets ulted for no reason. Shen is not doing anything in the back line. I'm still alive at this point. And it looks like a lost team fight. However, I die and then they clean up again. Oh, I didn't mean to adjust the camera, Jesus Christ. So we're going to speed it up a bit here. You see that actually it looks like no one's getting out, and then Jax comes in. Bossed is doing insane DPS. And that's the game. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Lee Sin, like I said, is one of my favourite champions. I'm going to be doing more videos on Lee Sin because I love him so much. And that is the game. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be doing more for definite, and see you next time.